Okay, let's talk about something that's, well, incredibly important. Having a clear, simple plan for when someone you care about is in crisis. And look, this isn't about you becoming a therapist overnight. It's about giving you the right steps so you can take confident, caring action when it matters most.
You know that moment? It can just freeze you. Someone you love says something that sounds utterly hopeless, maybe even like they're thinking about ending their life. Your mind starts racing, you feel scared, and you have no idea what to say or do. That feeling of uncertainty, it's completely normal.
And that is exactly what this is for. You don't have to have all the answers. All you need is a guide, a playbook really, to help you navigate that exact moment. So let's break down this simple 6-step process that literally anyone can use.
All right, so step 1 in our playbook, it's all about awareness. It starts with learning how to recognize the clues that someone might be struggling, really struggling.
Now, these warning signs, they're not always obvious, right? Some are things you hear, like talk about death or feeling hopeless. Others are things you see, giving away things they love, pulling away from people, or maybe drinking more. Oh, and pay close attention to this one, a sudden sense of calm after being really upset. That can be a major red flag. Just think of these as pieces of a puzzle. Simply noticing them is the first crucial step.
Okay, so you've noticed something. Now what? That brings us to step 2, what you actually say. And having a script isn't about sounding like a robot. It's about being prepared, clear, and direct, which is exactly what that moment needs.
This first question, I know, it's the toughest one to ask, but let me be super clear about this. Experts agree that asking directly and calmly does not put the idea in someone's head. What it does is open the door. It shows you're willing to go there, and it's the absolute safest way to find out if they're at risk.
So what if they say yes? Well, that's where these follow-up questions come in. And trust me, these aren't about being nosy. They are essential for figuring out just how immediate the danger is. Their answers about a plan, the means, and the timing, that's what's going to tell you exactly which move to make next.
And this final line, this is your pivot. It's the bridge from talking to acting. This one little sentence does 2 incredibly powerful things. It reassures them they're not alone, and it clearly states your intention to get them help. It's a promise.
So you've used the script, you've gathered some really important information. So, now what? Step 3 is all about taking what you just learned to assess the level of risk. This is what helps you decide which play to run.
This simple table is basically your decision-making engine. It breaks it down into 3 levels. If someone has the intent, plus a plan, plus the means, bam, that's imminent risk. Your first call is 911, no hesitation. If they have thoughts and maybe a plan, but no immediate intent to act, the risk is urgent, and your first call is different. And finally, if they have passive thoughts but no real plan, the risk is non-imminent, which points you to another set of actions. This is your core decision tool.
Okay, now for the really practical part. Let's break down the specific actions for each of those risk levels. This is step 4, the heart of the playbook.
When the risk is imminent, there's no gray area. The steps are crystal clear. First, you call 911, period. Then you stay with them, physically or on the phone, until help arrives. If, and only if, it is 100% safe for you, you can try to remove whatever means they might have mentioned. And finally, you let a care manager or another key person know what's happening.
Now, if the situation is urgent but not immediately life-threatening, the game plan shifts a bit. Your first move is to get professional guidance, maybe from a care manager. The main goal here is to get them safely to an emergency room with someone they trust. And critically, you do not leave them by themselves. You can also do what's called a warm handoff to the 988 crisis line. That just means staying with them while they make the call.
And for non-imminent risk, the whole focus changes. It's all about building a safety net and doing it today. That means you actively help them connect with support, whether it's 988, a family member, or their doctor. It means getting a professional check-in booked for that same day and making sure they have crisis numbers saved right there on their phone.
Okay, so the immediate crisis is being handled, but you're not done just yet. Step 5 is so important. It's about what comes next, for the person you helped, and just as crucial, for you.
There are 2 big priorities after a crisis. First, for them, quickly jot down the facts. What happened, what you did. This ensures they get consistent care going forward. Second, and please don't skip this, is for you. Talk to a manager or a professional within a day. Going through this is incredibly stressful, and reaching out for support for yourself is a sign of strength.
And that brings us to our final step, step 6. Think of this as your support team. The big message here, you are never, ever alone in this. There's a whole network of professional support out there, 24/7.
Okay, the number one number to burn into your memory in Canada is 988. It's the new nationwide suicide crisis helpline. It's free, it's confidential, and you can call or text anytime, day or night. Super simple to remember and always there.
And alongside 988, there are a couple of other vital national resources. The Hope for Wellness line offers culturally aware support for First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. And for younger folks, Kids Help Phone is an absolutely incredible resource, available by phone or text.
And just to show you how deep this support network goes, look at this. Beyond the national lines, every single province and territory has its own dedicated helpline. Here are the ones for Western Canada and the North. It's worth knowing your local number.
And here we have the numbers for Central and Eastern Canada. The message is just so clear. No matter where you are in the country, help is just one phone call away.
Before we wrap up, I need to say one last thing, and this is absolutely non-negotiable. While you are focused on helping someone else, your own safety always comes first. Be aware of your surroundings, stay near an exit. If you ever feel unsafe for any reason, you need to leave and call 911 from a safe distance.
So after all this, what's the one thing you really need to remember? It's this. Your job isn't to be a hero. It's not on you to fix everything. Your role is to be a bridge, to be the person who notices, asks the hard questions, and connects someone to the help they desperately need. You just have to be willing to start the conversation.
And that's it. That's your crisis playbook, a simple, structured guide to help you take confident, compassionate action in a really tough moment. Keep it in the back of your mind. You never know when it could make all the difference.